Say, winning any war, winning any conflict, succeeding in life, you need intelligence. The intelligence I'm talking about is not that you're smart. We are talking about military intelligence that determines the survival or failure of a state. Intelligence is key to winning any conflict. Even I can say it in your personal life, to succeeding in life, that determines the survival of a state. I mean, when you hear CIA, you know where your minds go to. When you hear FBI, you know where your mind go to. Intelligence is key to winning any conflict at all. There was a paper with Art of the Impossible. It's about intelligence war in Nigeria. So I argue in that paper that Nigeria has not been able to defeat Boko Haram because of the underutilization of intelligence. We don't see any significance to that. We believe more in the guns and the bombs and the drones and the rest of them, but not that. Intelligence is key. Intelligence gives you an edge above the enemy. Look at the power. Tomorrow your enemy will pass Yanoba. You know today already. Why won't you destroy them? Military terms, that's what Boko Haram has been doing to the Nigerian army in Zambia and the rest of them. They call it ambush. They will know they will pass there tomorrow. I mean, that's the power of a god. I said intelligence is key to the survival of states within the international political system. That is where we fear the CIA, American CIA. That is where we fear the Israeli Mossad. I mean, to Hezbollah. Last year, you were alive when that thing happened now. the war had not happened, but they knew they would fight Hezbollah in the future. So they now placed bomb in the pagers of Hezbollah, in their gadgets, months ahead. They knew, not that the war has come, they knew that the war, if the year they did that thing, we are not even sure, but we knew they did that thing maybe 2-3 years before. They've already placed that bomb and that thing, waiting for the eventuality. That war will come. And on the eve of that thing, all the pagers started exploding. That's advanced juju now. I mean, it's unbelievable. They targeted that thing. They did not target it in Lebanon. They went to the Mecca. It's from the source that they implanted that explosive into the pager. So Hezbollah fighters were carrying that thing around and Israel just detonated. It exploded all over. They didn't stop there. They also rigged the walkie-talkie. Because when the pagers exploded, the Hezbollah ran to their walkie-talkie. That one also exploded. That is the power of that thing called intelligence. You cannot. So it's not just being smart. It determines the life and death of a state. It determines whether you win or you lose a conflict. And I argued correctly that is part of the reason why we have been losing that war against Boko Haram. You know, they always was IED. You know what they call IED? Improvised explosive bombs you place by roadside. You place it because you know they will pass there. They will pass that place. That's the work of intelligence. So to win that conflict, then that means you also need counter intelligence. Exactly. To succeed in that, you need counter. So to start a war, you need intelligence. During the course of the war, you need then the end of that war, you still need the same intelligence. So intelligence is the unseen warfare that every state wins. You don't see it now. It is done in secret. What comes to our mind is usually spies. Those are the ones you don't see. The business of a spy is to get information, weakness of the enemy. So the state can use that thing to attack or to destroy. What is that thing called there? There are different definitions. In fact, it will shock you. There are different definitions. Some even military experts have defined it as the use of information in warfare. And I told them they were wrong. Even some even said you can define intelligence as the use of actionable information. I still told them that. So is that intelligence is the process, not definition now. It's a continuous thing. It's the process. Intelligence is the process of gathering, collating. That's the process of collecting. Collating. Process of collecting. Collecting, then collating. Putting them together now, then analyzing, process of, just follow the process, say collecting, collating, then what you've collated, analyzing, then fourth, importantly, converting what I call data to actionable information. That is convert. After that, it becomes intelligence. Intelligence is actionable information. Yes, I deliberately don't use the word information because that is what the end product. So there's an end. It can be used by states. No, I said simple is a process available to everybody. And that is what the terrorists are using against Nigeria. That's what the non-state actors are using against Nigeria now. It's a process. Once you understand that, the first thing you do is you collect. When you are doing research now, you gather. When they give you assignment, you gather different kind of material. Everything you collect. You get good intelligence. Intelligence is not just I think it. No, it must have been based on empiric research. It must have been based on what you've gathered. And that is why CIA is so effective. And that is why FBI, they are so effective. Every year CIA does one thing to everybody in the world now. They post your military strength online. So that they send them in case you want to attack them, that they know where I'm not joking, all your barracks in the world. They pick every country, Nigeria, everyone. They just post where you have your barrack, your bomb depot, the kind of bombs you have. They list it online. But we don't see them here. The question is, how did they get such information? So intelligence is soft power. Bomb array is hard power. So we tend to rely more because bomb makes more noise. It's more effective. Intelligence takes time. It's painstaking. Intelligence, look at the process now. You collect, sit down, you collate, then you analyze. Then before you now convert all those raw data to actionable information. In the West, now it's a full-time job. People don't, in fact, they are now using AI to do their job for them. AIs will be the one collecting, analyzing, and doing all those things and turning out the end product. Humans will just look at it to just try to, okay, it's possible, it's not possible, before they submit it. We are the end user. That product, intelligence is a product that they are marketing to the end user. I did not say it can be defined as. That thing is a process. Now quickly, types of intelligence, gathering techniques. The first one, which is what we rely on a lot in Nigeria, is HUMINT, human intelligence. HUMINT, human intelligence, is the cheapest. That is the one we rely on most. And is the most fallible. Is the most deadly to rely on. Because your informant can deliberately mislead you and you walk into a trap. So it's the deadliest. HUMINT, from HUM means intelligence. That's, in military parlance, that's what they call it, HUMINT. Human intelligence. Even by the name, you know it's humans now. We call it AMEBO. In fact, that was what they used to capture Osama bin Laden. It was HUMINT. It was not American technology that caught him. It was one man that revealed the Ufufu, that went to go and do Ufufu. That is in Abbottabad in Pakistan. That is not in the jungle that they were looking for. That we've seen him. Yes, they paid human agents. So it was human intelligence they used in killing Osama bin Laden. And it is human intelligence we are using in the northeast Nigeria now presently and northwest. We are only trying to introduce the technical aspect into that thing. But we rely a lot on human intelligence presently. Two, you have FININT, financial intelligence. That one is domiciled within CBN, though I think they are now trying to bring it under the Office of the National Security Advisor. Financial intelligence, that's you monitor the money, terrorist funding, all these illegal things. That is what they are trying to do to us. When they tell the bank that once they see any strange amount in your account, they should flag it. When they flag it, they probe it. Because what they discover is that they move money for terrorists through the normal financial. So you need financial. See, that was what Dubai used to track those terrorists in Nigeria now. And not even Hush Puppy. They apprehended some 6 Nigerians that they jailed. The Nigerians were now angry that can't our government do that? But we rely on United Arab Emirates, Dubai, to catch those sponsoring terrorists in Nigeria. They track the flow of the money and where the money was going to. That's financial intelligence. You know, they keep asking that question in Nigeria. Kidnappers, they ask for a huge sum of money, millions of naira. And so where does this money go to? Where did the money just, we are not talking of money that you put in one bag. I mean, vast sum of money. That is financial. It is the business of that thing to know where it originates from, where it's going to, then to cut it in the middle. When you cut it in the middle, it won't get to there. They won't buy guns and bombs, and so they won't be able to attack your country. That is what America do. That is what Britain, that is what Israel, they do. I mean, money is the oxygen of the terrorists. It's money they use for their operations. So when you cut off the money now, the operations will die naturally. But when you don't cut off the money, you allow money to get to them, it becomes a problem. So in Nigeria, we are just trying to integrate it into our war against a non-state actor. Like I said, this thing is under CBN, imagine, not even there. Then that organization they call the Nigerian National Financial Intelligence Unit, which is still not a military thing, is still under the Central Bank of Nigeria, based on the Money Laundering Act that they passed in 2000. That is why I said it's not under the military. We'll get to that later. I mean, 3. Yes. 3. OSINT, open source intelligence. That is where all of us can become intelligence specialists. OSINT. OSINT is the most intelligence. Signal intelligence. Image intelligence. We have different categorizations. Some will list them up to 10, but then I've compressed mine to just those 5. Now, the first 3 are the ones I consider to be important for Nigeria. That was why I argued in that paper I said you should download online, The Art of the Impossible, in the Nigerian Intelligence Center. That's the title. The 3 of them, found is to show the definition I give. That is 1. Then later I wrote another one specifically for Nigeria to explain how we can combat Boko Haram. So that is 2. So that is The Art of the Impossible. So that's where you now get where I give practical example of how to use different intelligence gathering techniques to help any situation. Though if you are a hardcore counterterrorist, if you are interested in counterintelligence and counterterrorism, I wrote another one that published by NATO, the Counterinsurgency and Counterterrorism Operation Manual for Nigeria. So I said humans, other types. Human simply means human intelligence. We call them a ball, spy. That you send to go and look at what they are doing there. They come and report it back to you. Humans. And the human that we were using in we are still using it in Borno, the Yobe, Adamawa, is what they call the Civilian Joint Task Force. Civilian Joint Task Force. They are the army boss of the Nigerian army. They are the one that provides first-hand information. Terrorists, that's where they're hiding. This is the person that sells. 3 weeks ago, they captured a lady that was a gun runner. Yes. Now, it was true humans now. Somebody did the it's the same thing they use in letting us know that there was a time they were showing video of people hiding guns, AK-47 inside bins. Inside there. It was not discovered by spirit. It's Ofofo. Civilian Joint Task Force. In fact, I wrote that they are the first line of defense for the villages. They are the one that will now run to go and call the army. They are coming. They are coming. They are coming. They are coming. They are attacking. They are going to destroy that village. And I advised Nigeria, another second paper, that was 2016, that they should not draft these people into the Nigerian army. That they are better left to be unknown so that they can blend into the environment. Buhari did not listen. They made them part of the Nigerian army, so they became targets. Yes, now, I mean, once you wear the uniform now, so terrorists, so is you. They became a target. Exactly. I mean, they were now being killed easily. Also, they should have been left to be doing their job. If he's a farmer, let him be a farmer. He's pretending to be a farmer. And he's giving Nigeria the required information. That is humans. That is human intelligence. So the first one is humans. Yes. Now the second one is financial intelligence. Again, I wrote a paper too on countering money, counter-terrorism funding. So you can still download and read it for free. Also, again, I try to advise Nigeria the best way to stop, to choke that money from money is the oxygen. Money is the oxygen. Even Yoruba will say, money is their oxygen. Without money, you can't do anything. See, money is not what you are thinking it is. Money is just a facilitator. You don't want money because you want to do, you need money to do something with that thing. Money makes things happen. So money is a facilitator. The more money you have, the more guns you can buy. The more they were mocking Nigeria now, 2018, Boko Haram. Well, they advertise too for troops. They advertise the same way we advertise for company workers. And they were now mocking they pay in dollar. The Nigerian army, they pay in naira. That the people should choose wisely who to join. That they pay in dollar. And there is nothing like no money. They pay you as that's when due. But Nigerian army will say, you 2-3 months later. Dollar. That was why those illiterate people were joining Boko Haram. Not because of ideology. Again, let me emphasize that. Not because they believe in whatever rubbish that they were. You target the money. That was why at a point in Abuja, you heard that story. They were fighting all Bureau de change. The conduit for illegal activity. And that's why they were fighting them now. That they should all be registered. CBN now said they should all be registered. They should all have a license. So that they will know who you are giving the money and where whatever money that is coming into you. They will know where you are taking that money to. In fact, EFCC, there is a certain amount of money you want to collect that you have to collect. There's one certificate. They say you have to, school is something that you have to collect from them. It's all part of financial intelligence. Intelligence to trace where the money is coming from, then where the money is going to. That is the best way to choke the spread of funds, to stop the spread of funds into malign non-state actors. But unfortunately for Nigeria, that should have been under the office of the National Security Advisor, but it is still housed within the banks. It is the same with that instrument, one of the most powerful that we have in Nigeria when it comes to financing. NFIU, Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit. Those guys are good if you equip them. They can trace to your last kobo. They can trace to your, even the money you spent 10 years, they can trace that thing. But they are not enabled. That is just the cross intelligence. Intelligence you get from all these things you read online. Now you get all these things you read online. Collate, analyze, process, extract information. Sorry, you have example of it now, and you can easily, they now send a WhatsApp message around now that stop showing your wristwatches online, stop showing your car key, stop showing your houses. That criminals can use that is put us intelligence. They can use that thing to track you. All they have to do is to process that data, and they get the information they are interested in. Get it. When you go to work in this conglomerate, they don't have to ask for who you are. All they have to do is just to go to see your social media history and download everything. And an source, intelligence. It is the same way that the military all over the world, they gather material from, they monitor every social media, WhatsApp or TikTok, anything you use at all to build your profile. Have you forgotten? Terrorists are on TikTok. They are on TikTok now. And there's what they call geolocation. There's the signal intelligence now. What they notice, the terrain, specific features that they notice. And they can use that to triangulate your location where you are now. And that's the more technical aspect of intelligence. I'm only advocating the first three for Nigeria: open source, finite, and the humans. Even that was what I said in my triplicity approach. That intelligence, you are always one step ahead of it. You are proactive, not reactive. Reaction is when they've done it. You are now proactive before they can even do it. Say, do it. And that's why it's a reaction, a counteraction now. And then you prepare for it. And that is why I say you have types of intelligence, not one. So that when humans fail, you can go back to Finite. When Finite, you can go back to Austin. When you can provide to Emint. When you can go back to Signet. So it's not just one. In fact, in strategy, you have choices. You don't always have just one. You have Austin is the cheapest. But then from Austin, you get too many information. You have to process a lot of data. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. If you have Twitter, you have WhatsApp, you have Facebook, you can't do anything. Exactly. Then the other one is Woomint. Very cheap. Woomint now. We do that a lot. When you send a small child on errand, you just give him 50 naira. Or give him 500, be checking that door. Whoever comes out, whoever goes in, let me know. It's the same thing with Woomint. Financial intelligence, very cheap. We have enough of them. My point is they can be deployed for intelligence provided you can see. And that is what we are advocating for Nigeria to use. There are basically 3 intelligence agencies in Nigeria. And the 3 are under the Office of the National Security Advisor. 3 intelligence agencies in Nigeria. It is their business to make us safe, to let us anticipate what is going to happen tomorrow. That is what they are there for Nigeria. Now, the first one, of course, you all know that those guys now, DSS or SSS. Yes, DSS or SSS. Their business is internal intelligence. Anything, that is why the state are always calling them. Anything that has to do with anything that can destabilize the state. That is their business. DSS or SSS. Very powerful organization. You hardly ever know the NIA. Then NIA, Defense Intelligence Agency. those people, you don't question their budget. They don't even have budget. As long as, in fact, our problem is not equipment. Our problem is how to use them. There are things we have in Nigeria that will give you heart attack, but we are not just using them. That's why they say angrily about police that if they